Welcome to Girls in Property Management. I'm Victoria,
I'm Ava.
and we are going to be showing our part two of what we filmed the other day, but we didn't do an intro
Right.
or an exit, and we didn't want anyone to be confused. So, with that, here is part two to Leighton and your baking show.
Uh-huh.
I actually it's annoying when you find a good show
Mm-hmm.
that you're watching together, but it's also low key a love language
Yeah.
when the other person doesn't want either they don't want to watch it without you or they don't
Mm-hmm.
want you to watch it without them.
Yes.
Especially, okay,
Yes.
I feel like the greatest love language is when you put them on a show and
Yeah.
then they don't want you to watch it without them.
Yeah.
You know how there's like this whole like thing going around, and it's obviously split because everything's always split about like either like hating men or like, okay, like only take it from like a woman's side, like it's either like we hate men or like we couldn't survive without them type
Mm-hmm.
of thing. Like, you know how there's kind of like that whole
Mm-hmm.
thing going on. And for me, obviously, I'm not gonna say I hate them because, well, when I'm married, so I'm married to a man. And I have brothers and
Yeah.
I love them. And obviously, like we have Georgie. So we don't hate men. We do, but
No, I don't know how many times like I say I hate men in like a week, in a day.
no,
Even
it's
I'm
like,
like
yeah,
literally every time I walk into Victoria's, I hate men. I hate
no,
men.
because
I hate
honestly,
men.
they are like the worst. But you know what I think it really like is?
Respectfully, like.
Respectfully,
Uh,
disrespectfully.
yeah.
I think though, at this point, it's just like so embarrassing to be a man. Like I would just be so embarrassed to be a man, truly. But it's so funny because it's almost like you say that, but then like I just said, I'm married, so but there is just like nothing more comforting to me than coming home after a long day, walking in the door. First of all, I have like lights because overhead lights overstimulate me. And so, like during Christmas, Chris will always make sure to have the tree on by the time I get home, which I love. But then I have these other lights that like he'll basically have just those lights on, but all the other lights off, so that when I come in, it's like not
Oh, that's really
overstimulating.
cute.
And then he always like will come out to say hi, like if he's like working or whatever, because he works from home. But there's nothing more comforting to me than when I walk in the house and it smells amazing because either our air freshener or he's lit a
Oh,
candle.
can you send me the links for those air fresheners, by the
Yes,
way?
because let me tell you,
I
I
really
checked
want them.
today and it's still not that far down, and
Yeah.
I have it on the highest setting, so I'm very excited about
Okay.
that. But there's nothing more comforting than like when I walk in, like he's lit a candle, the lights are on, and when he comes out to greet me, he's either in like a full face mask or eye patches or like something like
Mm-hmm.
that. I'm like, see, this this is what I need. This is if I'm going to have to put up
With a man
with a
in this
man,
day and age.
right, for the
This
rest of
is.
my life.
I'm glad it's this one. Is
No,
what you're
because
saying.
no, actually, I'm sure I have told you this, but I there was a moment when I knew this is the
Yes.
man that I'm going to
Yes.
marry.
Yes.
And because we met in college, and truly, he's younger than me. So when I very first met
And I'm
him,
also dating a guy that's younger than me. So I'm
yes,
telling you, like, we're literally the same
the
person.
same person. When I first met him, he was a freshman in college, and I'm like,
Ew.
yeah. I mean, it's just like it's not even
Uh,
him. At that point,
it's
I
just
feel
like the
like
idea.
I am like
Because
at
I
that
did the
point,
same thing. I was like,
but yeah, at that point, I'm like, I feel like it's me. I mean, it's truly not anything to do with like him. It was just
no,
like
yeah.
I can't.
Like, do I want to date a younger guy? Period. Like,
Right, and like a freshman,
yeah.
I'm about to be graduating. We can
Yeah.
no. Um, we like reconnected the next year. And at one point, we were going to go to his dorm, and he told me it was a mess. And I was like, because,
Typical.
right, because I mean, my brothers are gay. Not that not that that comes with like
But, like,
cleanliness, but like
no, but it low key like it
it
does.
low key does. And then my other brothers, like, because my parents are divorced, so siblings, they both remarried, so siblings on each side.
Yeah.
And then my other brothers, like my stepmom is like, there's no way you grew up with her and you're not clean after not living with her. So like my other brothers are also just, even though they're not
Clean.
gay, they're also just so clean.
Yeah.
So my standards they're very high. And I remember he told me like, well, you can like, I want to invite you over, but just like forewarning, it's like a mess. And also, it's almost like if a man warns you something's a mess,
It's like really
like
bad.
I'm almost terrified. I'm almost like, actually, yes, let me go, because like I need to know now if we need to. Like I'm already like mentally preparing as we're going. Like this is over.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
like this sucks, because he's like,
Whatever.
I'm
Yeah.
already like getting attached. So now I'm like, I've got to like detach. We walk in. There is one unfolded blanket on the bed. I'm not joking. Everything else,
Spotless.
yes. Even at one point, the last week of that semester, my housing situation got messed up and I had to stay with him in his dorm because his roommate ended up dropping out. So he had like a double room, but then just him. But he shared a bathroom with guys on the baseball team. So
That was like,
enough said. He cleaned the shower and the toilet for me every day. Every day. But the time that I really knew, that wasn't the time that I really knew. I was just so relieved because I was like, okay,
Yeah.
I already was like detaching. Now I can like reattach. But the time that I really knew is when he said, I need to do laundry. And he started separating it. Like, and when I tell you he separated it into detailed, like,
piles.
yeah, like 4
better
piles.
than me. Better than me.
4
I'm like,
piles
this-
for just clothes.
Yeah.
I was like, done and done.
Yeah. Put a ring on this finger right now.
Like, this is it. But yeah, I love, because we just recently did Secret Santa for Christmas, and I had to actually
Did you get his gift?
Yeah. And it was face masks, eye patches, and a rosemary scalp hair serum.
Okay.
But I sent his Christmas list and I had to.
So I was gonna say everything that you base or
because everything I put on the list, I guess, was like the amount for it was like the max amount for the gift. And my brother-in-law got him. But
okay,
I had to actually tell everyone, this is actually Chris's list and actually what he wants. It's not just for me, because sending that list, it looks like.
Well, no, yeah, and like I told you, like Layton got me the road eye patches for Christmas, but guess who? I think he bought that for the both of us, because guess who had them on the next day?
Well, part of what reminded me of that too was when you showed me the picture earlier.
And the migraine cap that I got for, not because he had a migraine, because he needed cooling.
No, first of all, what is that migraine cap? Because I need to get one for Chris.
No, like it's like actually like.
But what does it do?
Basically, like if you have a migraine, you just slip it over your head, and it's supposed to like help relieve it. And it's like you can cool it, or like mine, you can microwave it and you can make it warm, or you can just pop it in the freezer and it's like ice, like cold.
Is part of it like the pressure, or is it just the temperature? And also,
I think it's
like
both,
goes over your
because it
eyes?
does, like mine like stretches out, but it also like when you put it over your head, like there is like a little bit of pressure to it. But I got it for Christmas. But
did I tell you about? Like, I know I like told you bits and pieces about my Zoom or like my call the other day with like.
No, you didn't even tell me about that.
Okay, so basically, we're managed by one company and then owned by another. So that group of us is like we had the same regional, and then we have for our ownership company the same asset manager. And so essentially there's like a group of, there used to be 5, but one of the properties sold, so there's a group of 4 of us. So when we do, like, we have biweekly calls. um it's funny because one of the managers, we used to not put our cameras on, and then at some point it's like everyone needs to have their cameras on, right? Whatever. Well, me and another manager, we just turn our cameras on, you know. But then the other ones, they do like the backgrounds behind them. So it's, I mean, it looks like they're in a penthouse or whatever, but obviously they're not.
We're like, babe, we know. Like, you can just keep it real. Like,
Right. I'm like, we're all just like in our offices. Because okay, I understand more so if you're at home and you're trying
yeah.
not to like show whatever's behind, but that's not the case.
Yeah.
But the one, it's her, and then the background behind her. The other, like the last time, because it's been more recent that we've had to turn our cameras on, and with the holidays, our last few meetings haven't happened. So I feel like there was really only like, actually, I feel like there's only been 2 or 3 before this that we had to, but also this particular person was on vacation, I feel like, for one of them. Anyway, all this to say,
Yeah.
and I don't even understand what she's saying, but she has the background of this like AI penthouse or whatever. But
She's like, guys, this is my actual.
But you can only see from like here to here. You can't
see her head.
Right.
What?
Yeah. So, so the first time that
oh my gosh,
we did it,
stop.
The other manager that I'm close with, she was out that day, so she wasn't on the call.
Oh
and
my god,
I was
no.
dying laughing
yeah.
and texting her because I said she looked like the Headless Horseman.
Yeah.
Like, where's her head?
With the
I mean, it was
penthouse.
really, truly just like, but also, she's the type of person that it was hilarious, but also I'm not surprised. Like, it's not like surprising behavior. But at one point, our asset manager was like, why can't we see your head? Like, are we, is this, you know,
intentional? Like,
but she said that her monitor's in front of it. And my other manager, because like I said, she wasn't on this call, but then we had a call this week. And she said, well, I think because we have like laptops. Now, I just am lucky and have just like my monitor and my computer are all in one, and then I separately have a laptop, but a lot of them like connect their laptop to their screens.
Oh, I see.
And she said, well, I think it's just because she's saying she's opening it and it's like in front of the camera. And I'm like, but that doesn't make sense, because then why can we see? Yeah. Because we can see part of her, we just can't see her head. So I don't understand that.
Oh my god.
But that was like the first time, right? So then this time, the same thing happens. And then I was laughing because now the other manager can see what I was talking about. And first of all, our asset manager is like, oh, so the manager that I'm close with, and then our asset manager is training someone else to like do what she does.
Yeah.
And so she now is basically taking that role above this other manager's property.
Okay.
So because of that, she said, do you guys want to go first? Because it's like everyone starts out on the call, and then once you're done with your property, you get off. So whoever's on the call, whoever presents last is on the call for the whole time, which is always me. But I digress. And honestly, this manager doesn't normally go first, but it also makes sense because the girl who's training to be an asset manager, if that's her only property. It doesn't make sense for her to be on the whole time. Whereas, so she said, which makes sense, do you guys want to go first? Because then they can, like, she can get off the call too.
Like the manager that you're close with, or the other one?
The manager that I'm close with, and then the asset manager that she's training, because she doesn't need to be on the call the whole time. This is her only property, right? So she's like, do you guys want to go first? And then this other
Headless Horseman over here
thank you. So Headless Horseman goes, oh, I'll go. And it's like, and then my asset manager was like, okay. Because it wasn't like no one was like asking who wanted to go. It was like,
do y'all want to go specifically because of this?
Exactly.
And everyone got that but her, apparently.
No, exactly.
Get your head in the game.
Literally everyone got that but her. And the way that it was almost like the way that my asset manager was like, okay. It was almost like read the room and take it back.
Yeah.
But she didn't. So she goes into her whole spiel, right? And then
without a head, still.
Without a head.
I'm sorry. I don't know how. Like, can you mute yourself? Because I would have been like laughing.
No, well, we're
the entire
muted,
time.
But you can see me.
Oh my god.
Right. So I'm like, no, I'm literally
I don't
like,
know why that didn't click. Yeah.
Like I'm, but also this is my second time experiencing this, so
you're kind of used to it. But like, oh my god, I bet the manager you're close with is literally cracking up.
I know, I could see her. I could tell she's like, but focus. then I almost lost it, because at one point this manager's talking, Headless Horseman, she's talking, and she says something that then, like, not that she gets called out on, but it got a little bit more intense.
Yeah.
Because again, we can see just here. We can see just here. 0 here. Because apparently this is the way she goes. And like sticks her head in the bottom half of the screen.
You're lying. You're actually
I'm not lying. It was like and the thing is that there's no warning. There's no warning. So all of a sudden,
she's not like, if you don't mind. She's like full on like, so
yeah, it's like she gets called out on something and she's like, and like her whole head and that was exactly how it was. It's not even like, it's almost like it's like when a boomer tried to take like a selfie or tries to FaceTime and their whole face is just like in the FaceTime and they don't know what they're doing. That's like what it was. It's like she's all close and like,
oh my gosh, I'm crying.
And it was such a jump scare.
Actually, I wouldn't have held it together. You're so much stronger than me. I would have been like,
I literally had to pretend to like in my chair turn around to like I didn't even, I just like reached for a paper just to like, because I couldn't at that point.
Yeah. What about the manager that you're close with?
No, I could tell but even like my asset manager was like like it was just it was so crazy. And
oh my god,
and then it was like, you know how when you have like a green screen, it kind of like
glitches.
Yes, it was like glitching.
Stop. Oh my god.
I'm like,
I'm actually like crying at this whole thing.
I'm like, what a welcome back.
Yeah. Wow. Like, hello.
Hello. Hi.
Yeah. What happened to hello? Like, no. Like that. Like, because I know who you're talking about. So
okay, going back though really quick to Solidcore, I just recently took my 50th class, which
also, if you would see her like taking a class beforehand, I would probably think like, damn, this bitch has probably been here for like a long time. Like, she was being like, yeah, like, I can't, my first class that I took with you, she was like, no, like, I would say, like, start off on your knees for, like, core, like, I didn't even, like, I'm not even there yet. What were you, like? You'd be like, not even 20 classes in yet?
Yeah, I was, like, between 15 and 20.
Yeah, and there she was, not on her knees. I was like, this This whore.
Okay, but
I was
okay,
like,
I feel like Solidcore specifically, because like it really it's to me it's not hype. It's hard.
no, yeah.
Truly. But I feel like it's one of those workouts where the first like especially 5 to 10 classes, each time you go, you're like, have I even ever worked out before?
No,
This
yeah.
is
As someone who had like, I think I finished off with like, I want to say like 70 classes at
our other studio.
the other studio that we both worked at. I took a class at Solidcore and holy crap, I was actually like drained. Like actually like I was like, have I never like lifted a weight before? Like what happened to every single muscle I ever had ever because they're non-existent.
No, actually, and as someone who teaches Pilates,
My foot's showing.
it's almost like when I did my first class, I was so embarrassed
Mhm.
because I feel like I should be going in guns blazing. But when I joined our other studio, I joined prior to being an instructor. But by the time I was already going through training and everything, at that point, you're not taking
Yeah.
pictures at milestones. So I never took a picture at a milestone. And actually, what's funny is like Solidcore has one page for social media,
Mhm.
whereas a
Did
lot
you get
of
posted on it?
no, because they don't
Oh.
do
Oh,
that.
right, right, right.
But that was actually even funnier, is because
Then why do they take the picture?
just for me,
Oh.
they literally took it on my phone, like just for me. Hmm. But we'll get there. So where we are and what a lot of studios do is they have that location has a social media
Which is
page.
how it was at the old studio. I mean, with the chain that we used to work at, each location has their own social media page. Us like helping out with that, and we would post milestones pretty frequently. I mean, everyone was like hitting them. Me being one person who I like when I did my 50th class, took a photo, and in the moment I was like, "Ew, like, is this like?"
No, actually, because I remember thinking with our studio that I was so happy that I didn't have to do
Uh
it
huh.
because then I was already,
How many classes did you have at that one?
I only have 75, like total.
Okay, but still, that's a lot.
Yeah, but I also haven't taken one and I can't even tell you how long.
Mm.
But I was so happy just because I feel like it's like low key embarrassing. So, but have you seen though, like, because I remember seeing a video about a girl, like, she got her 50th, or I don't know. I want to say it was her 50th class, but maybe it was higher. But I remember she said she got her 50th class, and like, either her husband bought her a new outfit or she bought herself a new outfit. And I'm just like, for me, like I don't feel like it's cringy of like the studio to want to take a picture, but I feel like
Just like
me,
standing there and like holding
yeah,
the
getting the
sign.
picture
Yes,
taken,
no, I
like
understand.
it's my
No,
50th class.
literally. And like
But
me like trying to look cute, but also not trying to try hard because
no,
I'm like,
because you know what's
I wanna
actually
look
so
good.
funny is as much as I'm sitting here saying like, oh, it's so cringe, like I'm not saying it in the way of like I don't care.
No,
Obviously, if I'm
yeah.
gonna get my picture taken, I'm gonna.
Funny story like with mine too. Like so I had a ponytail in and it was like it looked good because I like looked in the Pilates mirror, like the big mirror, really quickly, and then I turned back, and then I like ended up like tightening it to make it look like higher up on my head because I was like, I don't look bald. But then I like see the picture, and it ended up looking way much like way better before I like tightened it, and I'm thinking I'm like, damn it, like why did I do that? And then I'm also like, do I ask them to retake it? Like knowing that this was gonna go on the Instagram, but I was also like thinking about another like previous video I took when I first started there. Like not like this was after this was my morning shift after I worked out. I did a 6 a.m. and then I started working. So and I literally got ready in my car and she would like you know, was like, "Can you film this video?" And I was like, "Okay, yeah." Like, I was like, "This is my great debut." Like thinking that I
My
looked,
great
I
debut.
was like thinking that I
This
looked
is
like
my great
fine.
debut.
I'm like, I was wearing like my Lulu shirt and like like sweats or something. I was like, okay, like, and my hair is like in a bun. If you scroll back and like find the video, like I was thinking about asking her, like, can you take this down? Like genuinely, like it looked so bad. Plus, like, I have like inverted all of my stuff. Like, I don't know, like I just feel like I look better. Like with the symmetry thing, I'm like,
Oh no,
ew, like why does one of my eyes like do
no,
that?
totally.
So I like invert like honestly, like I haven't inverted any of my like Instagram photos, but like taking videos and I think like stuff like that's already inverted so I don't have to like selfie wise. But this video, like I wasn't used to being filmed on the back camera. Now I am. And like I know like my angles, but at this point I was like and this was I want to say this is before you came
Okay.
because like yeah, cuz this was like when I first like started. So I want to say that it was before you were there. I'll have to find the video. I'll send it to you. You'll be like, wow, this is like terrible. But anyways,
Well, it's funny because almost like how you said, I was used to when you get a milestone picture taken, it's being taken almost more so for the studio.
yeah.
But Solidcore doesn't do that. It's just one
Do they put
page.
anything on
They're
the
not.
wall? Like,
No, no, no. So they have a sign. No,
okay,
but like, so I got there. No, like they made a big deal about it. It's
yeah.
not like, but what's funny is I've seen
I just think
so
it's funny.
many. No, yeah, it's like I've seen so many videos of people being like, I bought a new outfit. My husband bought me a new outfit. There, and so
Yeah.
I'm like, and then me, I'm like, I'm barely
Mm-hmm.
getting off work. Right, you're telling me like you have to go, and so then I'm like, well, I don't want to like look stupid, so
Mm-hmm.
I didn't buy a new outfit or anything. Nor honestly, probably I guess would I have anyway, but I like try to put a cute one together and I like didn't put my hair up yet because I was like, well, it looks cute down right now. So, and I'm like hoping they're going to take it
Yeah.
beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
But also I like don't know how it goes because they don't post
Yeah.
people on their social media. So it's like I go and I get there and they're like they're making a big deal like, oh, it's your 50th class, we have a sign for you, whatever. And then she's like, okay, well, we need to take your picture. And I'm like, okay, let me just like put my stuff down. So then I come out and she's like, okay, like basically like give me your phone.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Like, hello? Do you not like?
so I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
so the picture's for me. Like the picture's for
Like, am I
me.
supposed to send this to corporate? Like, what's going on
I'm like,
here?
so the picture's for me
Yeah.
because I
That's so
already feel
funny.
like
Yeah.
cringe. So
No.
I'm not gonna like I'm not about to
Yeah.
post it on my own. Well, and it's like okay, and I'm
See,
not
I feel like
saying
taking that is like low key
right.
like
And it was like I didn't even I already felt cringe before. And here's the thing, it is 1000% not cringe for someone to
yeah,
go
like
to
you
50
should be proud of
classes
yourself.
and get a picture taken
Absolutely.
and post it. It's
I
just
just
like
feel
I
like
feel
in
like as
my
an
yeah,
instructor
yeah.
than to like for me to post a milestone picture. I don't know why. And like that it's not to like
Yeah.
it does not sound I'm not saying it in a way of like I'm an instructor. I just feel like
Yeah.
it's almost I almost feel like I'm like more like boastful. I don't know. But
Yeah.
anyway.
Well,
And either way, it
uh-huh.
almost is kind of like your hair story where
Yeah.
like I was so thrown off by
Yeah.
her like
Yeah.
taking the
Asking
picture
about
on my phone for
yeah.
me. I'm
Uh-huh.
almost like, "Oh, babes, I don't need this picture."
Yeah.
That like then my outfit actually did end up being like really cute.
You have to show me the picture after this.
Well, you're not even going to see the outfit. I held the whole
Oh.
sign all in front of me. And while I'm taking the picture, I'm like, I'm holding the sign wrong. I'm holding the sign wrong. But
Mm.
then I'm like, I already, she was not inside my head for the conversation,
Yeah.
but I feel like she was.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, I don't even want to ask to retake it holding it so that you can see my outfit because I already didn't even want to take it. And now I'm like judging myself. Like,
No,
it
yeah.
was like a whole thing. Also, this has like nothing to do with it and like I guess something, but this class was also like the theme was boy bands, like for the music. So I was like, that's like kind of slay. I'm gonna be like taking my 50th class to NSYNC,
That's what I was literally just
Backstreet
came to
Boys,
mind. Like,
98 Degrees,
yeah.
like the way she went. And I know all of you love some Big Time Rush. What the fuck is Big Time Rush?
You don't know what Big Time Rush is?
No, the only like okay,
Okay, like I know what Big Time Rush is, but I'm also like, I think I've heard maybe one song, and like it's like a very popular one,
okay,
but
because
everyone else is obsessed with it,
okay,
and I don't know really what it is either.
no, like
I'm pretty sure it's like a TV show at one point.
I don't know, but like I mean, I recognize the Jonas Brothers, obviously. I
That's
think there
funny.
was
Oh my god.
okay. I'm not saying this from like an age standpoint. I'm saying this from like I didn't listen to them standpoint,
Yeah.
but like Harry,
Mm. One
Harry.
Direction.
It was like Big Time Rush, which I wouldn't have known had she
Yeah.
not said like, and all of you know this. I'm like, do we?
No, like
Because also
who's we?
there's
I don't know.
there's a lady next to me that's like 50, so
Yeah.
I'm like, do you
Like,
know?
babe, like,
I'm like,
why haven't we like connected in this way? Like, I feel like
yeah.
when like like the other person doesn't know something, you kind of look at each other and you're like,
No, it was kind of
you
cute
know,
because
but like,
like I actually had never like seen this lady
yeah,
before, and like she gave me a high five. Like when they're like, and then we're
oh
gonna give a
yeah,
high five, and she's like, after
oh
I'm like,
stop.
oh,
Okay, but to like continue about like the milestone thing before I forget, I actually when I was working at that other studio, I like I actually like stopped like paying attention to milestones as much because I was just like, I feel like everyone kept saying no to me, and I was like, so I'm like, why should I even like keep this going? I'm like, yes, like I love to celebrate people, like absolutely 100%, but I'm also like, if they're just gonna keep saying no and they don't want to get celebrated, like I'll give them like the socks or whatever it is, but if they don't, like I'll stop asking for a picture. Like a month into doing that, like not that I would like totally ignore, but like I used to feel bad if I like missed one, I'd be like, oh my gosh, like it's the end of the world, like I need to call them and be like, I'm sorry I missed it. But then I stopped being like, I'm like, well, they're probably just gonna say no anyways. Who actually got onto us about it because they were like, she got like multiple complaints because like we weren't
no,
recognizing
it's
them
actually so
and
funny.
making a big deal.
It's funny that you say that
I'm like,
because no,
hello.
the video that I'm talking about,
Yeah.
where like either whoever bought a new outfit, whether it was her or her husband, then they didn't recognize her class and she was
Oh
so
my
upset. But like
god.
it's like okay, it's like for
Yeah.
me, what's actually funny is I unintentionally forgot someone's milestone. In our Slack channel,
Mhm.
the girl the day before tagged me because normally the front desk person will like
Right.
but it was 6 a.m. and she's like, hey, it's this person's 50th class.
Mhm.
Well, it was the girl that was working the front desk when you went to go get socks that one day, but she didn't work the front desk at that point. Because we didn't
Okay,
like at the
yeah.
studio, the other studio that I'm at, we don't do milestones for employees.
Oh,
Thank God.
okay.
But it was hers and I totally forgot. And it was funny because at one point we were talking and I was like, actually, your 50th class was like, I was supposed to take a picture with you. And she was like, if it makes you feel any better, I would have said no. And it did make me feel better.
Yeah.
But it's like, and being me, I'm like, if they would have forgot, well, honestly, I'm
You're like,
I'm also like,
would I been upset?
like actually like I
Would I have like
because if this whole story would have been like I didn't want to take a picture, but then I got there and they
and
didn't make a big
you're like,
deal.
hello? Why do you forget about me?
Yeah, actually, I would have been upset. So basically, everything I just said cancels out.
Yeah, disregard. Like, yes, I want. Like, at least ask.
Yeah, I'm like, so it's like I don't
Yeah,
want to
that's
take the
funny.
picture,
Oh my
but also
god.
I would have been upset.
Well, and I will say, and then you have the people. I had a lady come in one time, and it was after the class because she like ran in late. So I was like, I'll just congratulate her after. Big mistake because she was there 15 minutes after the class taking selfies with it. Like, babe, I love that for you, but like it was the same angle, like over and over and over again for 15 minutes.
You're like, we should do this before and got it out the way.
Yeah. No, because at least we have like a time crunch. Like, babe, you gotta get into class. Like, come on, come on.
You know what's funny? The other thing is like me saying, like, I literally was acting like it's the worst thing in the world. Like, I'm like going there being like, oh my god, they're about to celebrate me. Like, how embarrassing.
Yeah.
They're gonna take my picture.
I had to wear this aloe
Oh
set.
my god. I actually genuinely felt like I don't want to go and
Yeah.
have them like make a big deal and
Mhm.
take my picture. But I actually truly would have been upset if I got there and they didn't.
Yeah.
So like, do I need therapy for that? I don't know. But you know the other thing?
Ask myself that every day for a lot of things.
But also, you know what's funny is like as an instructor, I like feel not that I feel embarrassed, but like it feels weird calling people out by name for things during class.
Mhm.
And then I always would tell myself like that must be like embarrassing for them or like is that weird? Is that whatever? And now that I'm at Solidcore because it's a big thing there to call people out, whenever they call me out, I'm like per. And sometimes I'm
Oh
like
my
I'm like
gosh.
sometimes when I'm on toes and then they like I'm like, oh, I feel like I need to stay there for them to like be able to see that I'm there when
Yeah,
they walk
yeah.
past to like call me out. But then I feel like as like when I'm
Or like when I'm
instructing,
actually like about to die and like I'm like trying to hold a position just
yeah,
because I want the recognition so
right.
bad.
But then like as an instructor, I'm like I feel like oh they don't want that. But then when
Yeah.
I'm in class, I'm like I want that. So
Yeah, yeah.
obviously I'm wrong. And with that, we are going to be leaving it off there. We are going to be posting for the meantime on Tuesdays and Saturdays. So make sure you watch out for our next episode. And
Cheers to that.
cheers to that.